So hello, good morning. Just in time, just in time. It's fantastic to have this window to express myself and to share the past with my community. Thank you very much for being here. Hello, and well, as we planned, we're gonna do this new set of live streams. I'm gonna be doing that frequently almost every day when I have to travel or I have to go places. I need to be sure that this is streaming. Let me see why it isn't streaming. I don't get it. It's too much difference in time. There is another link. It didn't use the link that was okay. So just then let me change. Hmm. I don't know why it didn't work. Learning as I go. So it's not used another lifetime. Sorry, have to change everything. Have to change everything. So I prepared everything and I have to redo it again. And, close window. Okay. Change the title. And I also changed the thumbnail. Okay, this should be working. Okay, sorry. I don't. I thought I did everything right, but maybe I started 1 minute later or something. Not made for kids. Yeah. Okay, so relax. Our little doses of stress always. You have to put yourself under some kind of stress. They say that diamonds are built under super high pressure, and of course you can only do that uh, if the material is good enough. So for my, I just did a cold uh, shower and then I start working, and now I'm gonna take that uh, musical motivation break. I want to show that this is the kind of a logo that we are using. After this first part, where just let me know that everything is right and it's still appearing the old name. So we go here, we go here, and this should be the life session. I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning a lot because I stopped being too afraid of making mistakes, and this is fantastic, believe me. So as you can see here, I'm gonna read a bit the script of what we're gonna do in this daily session. You know, we call it, this is your musical motivation break. You know, like 90 minutes where we slow down, we breathe, and we do some music and some self improvement. Uh, Join me for a daily dose of music, mindfulness, and inspiration. I am Sam Darris, singer, songwriter, and your guide on this 90-minute journey of self-discovery and musical exploration. Let's break down what we'll do together. We start with a warm-up, 30 minutes. We kick off with breathing exercises to get those vocal cords ready, followed by some energizing cover songs to get the creative juices flowing. This is some things of the artificial intelligence that I'm using to help myself to do things. This is too pretty. I mean, the first 30 minutes is just you want to play something, not much, like kind of easygoing, you know. It is not the greatest chair for me to play guitar because it's too, you know, have to pick another chair for doing that. Left a good job in the city, looking for a man every night and day, but I never lost meaning of sleeping. Oh, it by the way things might have been. Wheels keep on turning, proud, yeah, we keep on rolling, 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 rolling on the river. So let's start. Sorry, I don't know why I did that song. It's what I said. The first third of the time, and we are in the middle of this first third. We're just gonna relax. We're just gonna slow down the 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 heart rate. I mean, we cannot be in the, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, we cannot be too in the survival mode. We need to be in the creator mode, and we have to force it. It's not gonna happen just by chance. I mean, you have to force it, and that's why uh, I'm doing that. You know, I took the inspiration from the great uh, Even Carmichael. That guy is a genius because he needed for himself the inspiration, the motivation, the great quotes, the great authors, and uh, and he was like collecting all this great material because you need to be trained, you need to be rehearsed, you need to repeat, repeat, and go and go. So let me see if I can start the chat. This is an example. Okay, this is what, yeah, but I want to put a message here. How can I do it? How can I put a message here in the chat? I don't know. Okay, I took off the assistant. I took in the assistant. Nothing changes. It took me wrong. Oh no. And that we. I'm having problems with this platform. It's very good when it works, but when you change among channels, it's like very intriguing because I think, no, but it cannot be. Okay, because the login of the platform is one. Sorry, I'm here to breathe and to be calm. Okay, I think it's working. Okay, I'm not gonna be thinking. So let's keep on with our script. Then after this warm up of 30 minutes, we are uh, just uh, 10 minutes in. So we are within the first third of the first third. After that, we're gonna do the mindfulness club, other 30 minutes. We're gonna shift gears with readings, meditations, and affirmations, uh, centered around boosting our well-being. We might even dive into a good book together. In this case, I'm gonna start reading "Becoming Supernatural" by Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Then after that, we're gonna spend like 30 minutes on that. Then the last part, it's gonna be for the my original project and music rehearsal therapy. This is where it gets exciting. I'll share sneak peeks of my new English album, My Life, the new song, and I talk about the music rehearsal therapy program I'm bringing to health centers. Now we are testing it with elders, but I want to do it with people who really want to sing. I mean, I'm not saying that the elders cannot sing because we're gonna sell them gigs, but of course, I want to find people that want to develop their career as an artist, as I am doing. So we're gonna get into a music rehearsal therapy. The music rehearsal therapy is not only theory, it's totally practical, and it's giving an astonishing result. And then after that, the bonus MotoGP chat at the end. At the end, we're gonna talk about MotoGP because this week is starting the first GP on in Qatar. It's going to be super exciting. I'm not gonna lose a single training session, and I'm gonna be connected for that, and I'm gonna give a review on the latest. There's nothing new, but yeah, comments or things preparing that I'm gonna do. Uh, for example, on tomorrow, we're gonna use this section to talk deeply about MotoGP. So the live stream is not gonna be the musical break, but it's gonna be MotoGP, full MotoGP tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. Follow me up to get notified whenever I go live. And let's build a vibrant community of music and mindfulness lovers. So it is my fetiche to do that. Thank you for being here, and yeah, okay, this is it. So you have the description in that video. I think it's everything. It's right. It should be right. Let me see if I can. Why the title didn't change? I don't know why this title. didn't change. Well, because it didn't shoot. They, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot, and sometimes you try to find people to help you. But it's better to face your fears. This is the life. It didn't affect the life that I'm seeing here. I don't know why. Okay. So here we are. This is a song that I heard from the Moji. Where's the love, unity, Om Namo Namo Shivaya. All is turning into you. Om Namo Namo Shivaya. I can everything you let me play in endless play. All this power by your grace. This is a very beautiful song by Moji Music. I wish it was a girl called Shivali. I'm not sure. Shivali because I think that Moji bought all the music, you know, and uh, and it was like the girl didn't appear anymore. I assumed that the girl was doing her thing or something, and he have the rights, like it's a Mosley music thing. And but the song is beautiful, and that girl had something very special. I didn't see her again in the Moji show thing, and I miss her. And this song is especially beautiful. One thing you can learn from the tuning of an instrument, mostly when they're changing rhythm, you can feel the dilatation of the material when it's warmer, and then it goes down. The, the, the P, the pitch is down, it's flat, and when it gets cold, it's the opposite. It gets sharp. It tenses up, and it's like us. But the difference that I see in the tuning, the daily tuning of a wooden instrument, well, the strings are steel strings, but the main wooden box and the main thing is wood. And people, we can feel a lot the the sense of the climatic, of the weather, of the ambient, let's say, but not feeling the temperature of the earth. And we can see that when the winter is ending, you can see that even though there's a big sunny day, the earth is still very cold. And you can see with the instrument because those changes in temperature are not as immediate as we feel it. The earth keeps the main temperature alive for a long time. The same thing happens when the summer ends. Even though it starts to rain and it is not too, the earth is still very warm. So, yeah, you learn a lot with that. Let me see if I can take that kind of background thing. No, yeah, I can change the style. Maybe I can do that. That'd be better, I think. I want to dedicate this session to my wife. She's a great singer and she's a great person. She's a really great person. And I want to appreciate a lot and all the support she's making in that madness of life that I pretend that, when it works, it works. But until it works, we have to make mistakes and we have to keep making mistakes and we have to keep suffering for a while. If not, you always can be an injury. So we're about to finish this first part, and I don't want to finish that part without some kind of music education. I'm gonna show you at least the musical therapy program, and we're gonna always do the same thing. For example, I have 6 minutes now until I have to change the subject and start reading this great book that is Becoming Supernatural by Dr. So, because I have only 5 minutes now, I'm gonna do 3 blocks for a mini music rehearsal therapy of 6 minutes. Okay, I'm all, I'm gonna do 3 blocks. The first block is like conversation. Okay, we want to know each other. We want to identify ourselves musically. Like, are you into rock, or do you like R&B, or what do you like? Do you sing? Do you have any musical background? And we do that like opening the conversation with kind of anecdotes or curious things that we can all like witness. Do you know that in 2016, the artist that sold more records, 2016, it wasn't Beyonce, it wasn't Sia, it was Mozart, because the record label with the rights just launched a anniversary special edition. For example, do you know that if you put your earplugs in and you go jogging with an upbeat music, your performance is 15% better? So, well, we start the conversation by that. But most of the time in this first part, what we want to do is a survey. A survey like, tell us what kind of music, what inspires you for music, etc. The second part, and we went too late. I mean, we used too much time for this part. The second part is gonna be musical education. So, for example, there's 4 types of voices. Knowing your voice is important to try to fit the accompaniment to what it's more suitable for you. So it is very important to know that there's 4 voices. The same for men's that women. It's the same. Bass, bass and contralto, mezzo, soprano and uh, baritone, tenor and soprano, and light tenor and light soprano. That's it. You can identify if you hear or you hear the the two top voices. The two top voices you can identify on talking, like this is the burger, you know, and this is like that super high voice, you know. And if you're not none of those, you are middle here or middle low or middle high. That's it. The good news, the first thing you have to accept is that your voice is what it is. Stop trying to sing in voices that are not your voice. I mean, like, imagine that you're a great mezzo soprano. Great mezzo soprano, huge voice, great low register, change of color, which is the greatest thing on all kinds of voices, because here we can find uh, Barry White or Amy Winehouse or I don't know, Nina Simone. Here we can find Sinatra, we can find Adele. Here we can find Whitney Houston, we can find Elvis, and here we can find Michael Jackson, and we can find Maria Carey, for example. So it doesn't matter if you're that voice or you're that voice. So, for example, the lower voices that they are looking for, the bigger and lower voice, it's clear. Their path is clear. The super high voices, they are always above everyone. The path is clear. And sometimes when we are here, among here and here, you don't know exactly. You could be a tenor or you could be a soprano, but not a super light soprano. It's not the same. tenor. They say, well, but they call it tenor, lyric tenor or light tenor. Yeah, but that's the difference among Elvis and Michael Jackson, you know? So they are not the same. Mm. And one of the advantages that these guys have, one of the advantages that this big group of people, all the baritones and all the tenors and all the mezzo sopranos and all the sopranos, which is the big chunk of singers and voices able to sing, they have an advantage against the two extremes. And this advantage is as it follows. Imagine Barry White or extreme voice uh, what's the name, Leonard Cohen, or any one of the bass voices, like super low voice, the extreme, to watch it, like when you test the water, the heat of the water. So imagine when Barry White, the normally he does that kind of speaking introductions, like, oh, I'm ready, baby, all that stuff. And then when he starts singing, he sings super high for being a very low voice. But you can feel that even when he's singing his lungs out super high, he sounds heavy. He doesn't sound light for being in the tenuto, like, it's like he's trying to take an elephant very high above. And on the other side, when the light tenor or the light soprano is trying to do low notes, maybe they can reach very low voice, low notes, but the voice is gonna sound light. And maybe they are singing very low, but it's gonna sound light. So those two guys have the advantage to sound light when they want, and to have some color and some weight on his voice. So don't get discouraged if you are not the highest or you are not the lowest. It doesn't matter. The great singers have the power to create dynamics. Dynamics. It's like you cannot, for example, and other advantages or disadvantages of having certain kind of voice. At the end, it doesn't matter, because if you sing super well, it doesn't matter if you sing in which range you sing. If you have a good voice, you can be a great voice in any of those options. I mean, um, we have to think. I mean, no, we're taking too much time in this section, so we learn what we learn. I would say the first thing you have to do is to record yourself. Not only sing and sing and sing, record yourself. I'm using this as a rehearsal, because I can see my flaws. I can see what I did wrong if the guitar wasn't fully well tuned, or if I displaced some things or whatever it was. So then, now at the end of this second section, we're gonna decide the song that we are gonna sing. So I know what she's gonna say. I'm sure about that. If she's still in the room, I don't know. But if not, what we're gonna do is here continue, because at this stage of the session, imagine that would be 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. We start kind of knowing each other, and maybe people that is saying at the very beginning, I am not singing, but they are gonna want to decide the song. And now, for example, let's say that it's three singers, and oh, I would like that song, or I would like that song, and then we vote. And maybe the one who is not singing is gonna decide among the songs. So it's very, very useful because at the end, I can explain you all the details in the world, but if you are not training, rehearsing, you are not gonna be able to perform. So we start the second, and then we sing the song. We record the song if possible, because one thing of recording is that when we when I um, sing or I let the sound ring, I myself I hear 85% bone transmission. Bone transmission. So that means that the vibration of my bones, the only one that hears the vibration of my bones, it's me. What everyone else listens is what you can hear in the recording. So you have to get that as your main monitor. I mean, you cannot learn from here because no one else but you hears that. So you need to record yourself and be brave enough to face, to listen it or to watch it. It's gonna help you a lot. So okay, we're going to read now. Mm, So we pass here, for example, I want to go like this, but I want to do it even bigger if I can. Yes. So it's gonna be easier for all to read. So this is reading of Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay. So, well, then you decide the song. The song could be, for example, we could we could use that. This is a fantastic thing. I don't know if you can see it. This is a capo for setting the pitch for the singers of the group. of the of the therapy, because you do like a band, but it's very easy. It's like a choir, but kind of better, because the gospel choirs are kind of a guy is singing everything and all the rest is doing. I mean, here everyone sings, everyone have lead parts. So yeah, it's very fantastic. I love it. I love it. So I wish you can tell me in the comments if you want to participate, if you want to sing in this music rehearsal therapy. So let's start by the read of this sensational book of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural. Let me see if that's big enough. How can I make it totally? I don't want to see that now. Let me see how it shows on screen. Hmm, how can I make it complete screen like present? Ah, now. Wow. Amazing. Fantastic. So this is a great work, Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Uh, on the background, I don't know if it's, let me hear the balance of the background music. I think it's okay. Okay. So now what I'm doing is this, and let's start, guys. I wish you enjoy it as much as I do. Becoming supernatural by ooh, why it changes? Yeah. Wow, it was much better before. Let me see. Okay, Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. How common people are doing the uncommon by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Praise for becoming supernatural. I need to make that bigger for me to read, or otherwise I'm gonna need glasses. So, why can I? It was perfect and it stopped being perfect. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna put some glasses or what? Okay, this is it. At least it is for me to be able to read because if not, praise, we start with praise for becoming supernatural. I want to praise you for becoming supernatural. Thank you very much. From a gifted scientist and passionate teacher, this unique and practical guide shows up shows us step by step how to move beyond the limits of the known and into an extraordinary new life. Tony Robbins, look who's speaking. Tony Robbins, um, New York Times best number one New York Times best-selling author of Unshakable. I have long been a fan of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. In Becoming Supernatural, you will learn exactly how you can transcend the limitations of your past, including health challenges, and quite literally create a new body, a new mind, and a new life. This information is thrilling, life changing, and incredibly practical. Christiane Northup, MD, New York Times best-selling author of Goddess Never Age. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a doctor, a scientist, and a modern-day mystic. I am in a style that is simple, straightforward, and easy to understand. He has woven into a single volume the paradigm altering discoveries of quantum science and the deep teachings that adepts of the past dedicated their entire lifetimes to master. From the foreword by Greg Braden, the New York Times best-selling author of Human by Design and the Divine Matrix. Becoming supernatural takes the idea of realizing your full potential to a crazy new level. Joe Dispenza has done an outstanding job of creating a 21st century operator's manual for the human body and brain by combining his vast experiential wisdom with compelling case studies, exciting scientific research, and exercises his students have used to do everything from healing their bodies to dramatically altering the course of their lives. He's a man on a mission, And while the idea of becoming supernatural is a big promise, this book delivers hands down. Cheryl Richardson, New York Times bestselling author of Take Time of Your Life. In this provocative, fascinating book, Dr. Joe Dispenza shows that we are so much more than just one our linear minds. As our savvy guide, Dr. Joe Dispenza takes readers further than ordinary awareness to understand the infinite quantum field of consciousness which goes beyond the senses and beyond space and time. I recommend this book to everyone who wants to explore the extraordinary nature of consciousness and healing. Judith Orloff, MD, author of The Empath's Survival Guide. Dr. Joe Dispenza has a single minded mission to help all of us to shed the limitations of the present and reclaim the multidimensional life that we are born to lead. By underpinning deceptively simple practices with hard brain science, Dr. Joe proves that the supernatural is, in fact, our natural state of being. I'm going to repeat that phrase. Dr. Joe's Dr. Joe proves that the supernatural is, in fact, our natural state of being. Sample his paradigm busting techniques and be prepared for a wild ride into your limitless potential. Lynn McTaggart, international best-selling author of The Field, The Intention Experiment, and The Power of Eight. And besides that, he's giving great satellite bibliography. I have read a lot of things about Dr. Dispenza's book, left me in awe. It is cutting edge and an amazing breakthrough in mind body medicine. Bravo. Mona Lisa Schultz, MD, PhD, author of Heal Your Mind and All Is Well. All is well, and it is, it is. I can, I can assure that all is well. All is well. It's how it have to be. After you do, okay, I'm gonna keep on reading. Sorry. Thank you very much, Dr. Judy Spencer helped me so much. Wow, if you ever needed to believe in miracles but needed some science to bring some clarity to your hopes, then this is the book for you. Dr. Joe offers extraordinary insights and powerful, lucid, step by step instructions for how to live supernaturally. David R. Hamilton, PhD, author of How Your Mind Can Heal Your Body. So, becoming supernatural, let's dive into it. Also, by Dr. Joe Dispenza, You Are the Placebo, Making Your Mind Matter, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. That book really, really, really changed my life. Evolve Your Brain, that was prior to breaking the habit of being yourself or stop being yourself. This was the kind of introduction of that. Like I would say that it goes totally in the opposite way. So this would be number one, evolve your brain. This would be number two, the breaking the habit of being yourself. Like this is, um, and this goes after this and supernatural. What we are so. I would recommend at least this and this. You are the placebo and breaking the habit of having breaking yourself. So if you want to take profit of becoming supernatural, this is the introduction you need. Breaking the habit of being yourself. Okay. Okay, I stopped putting the sound. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I understand why I made a mistake because I start sharing. Sorry, this is it. Share this stuff instead. This is it. Now I'm doing it pretty well. Pretty well. I'm super proud of myself. I'm doing a great work. Um, loving myself, because we all. Well, okay. Let's keep working with that. Sorry, sorry. It gives me so much, too many ideas, and we have to focus in the things that are more important. So, becoming supernatural, how common people are doing the uncommon. Dr. Joe Dispenza. This is from High House Inc. Okay, published and distributed. This is copyright 2017. So this is the latest book published. He's doing more advanced retreats, but as he himself says, they don't know anymore. So they what he's not doing now is to um, put all the data. He have the biggest analytics on human reaction to meditation, to mental clarity, to heart and brain coherence, and of course I'm following him daily. He did a podcast last month where he was talking for almost 3 hours, and yeah, yeah, this Dr. Joe Dispenza is the right sleep stream to follow for living a great life. For my brother John, who has always been a true mystic. So I send my deepest and caring and grateful love to John and to Dr. Joe Dispenza for helping me so much with his teachings. Thank you. Contents. Okay. We're gonna read fast that forward by Grit Braden. Thanks, Greg, for putting this forward introduction, getting ready to become supernatural. Chapter 1, opening the door to the supernatural. Chapter 2, the present moment. Chapter 3, turning into new potentials in the quantum. Chapter 4, blessing of the energy centers. Chapter 5, reconditioning the body to a new mind. Chapter 6, case studies, living examples of truth. Chapter 7, heart intelligence. Chapter 8, mind movies, kaleidoscope. Chapter 9, walking meditation. Chapter 10, case studies, making it real. Chapter 11, space-time and time-space. Chapter 12, the pineal gland. Chapter 13, project coherence, making a better world. And chapter 14, case studies, it could happen to you. This project coherence is something that we're gonna get involved in our daily program. I have to tell. This is gonna get in the regular programmation of my content. I wanna be involved in that, okay? Every day, all my life. Afterward, being peace, acknowledgements, and notes, index, and about the author. So let's start. Forward. Throughout human history, there have been accounts of everyday people having experiences that catapult them beyond the limits of what was thought to be possible. From the multi-century lifespan of Li Qingyuan, the martial artist, those whose 256-year-long life began in 1677 and included 14 wives, and over 200 children before he died in 1933 to the spontaneous healing of myriad diseases documented by the Institute of Noetic Sciences (IONS), thought 3,500 references from over 800 journals in 20 languages. The evidence clearly tells us that we've been not what we've been told in the past, and we and even more than we've allowed ourselves to imagine. As the acceptance of expanded human potential gains mainstream momentum, the question has shifted from what is possible in our life to how do we do it. As sorry, I have to do my little comment because I saw the comments on Joe Dispenza saying that this is not time, it's time to know, it's not time to know, time to know how. How we do it. How do we awaken our extraordinary potential in everyday life? The answer to this question forms the foundation for this book, Becoming Supernatural. How common people are doing the uncommon. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a doctor, a scientist, and a modern day is also a synthesizer of information, catalyst, I would say, yes, with a vision that extends beyond the confines of a single scientific discipline, drawing from diverse fields of rock solid science such as epigenetics, molecular biology, neurocardiology, and quantum physics. Joe crosses the traditional boundaries that have separated scientific thinking and human experience in the past. In doing so, he opens the door to a bold, new paradigm of self-actualized empowerment, a way of thinking and living based upon what we sense is possible in our lives, as well as what we accept as scientific fact. This new frontier of realized potential is redefining what it means to be a fully enabled, fully capacitated human. And it's a frontier that holds promise for everyone from homemakers, students, and skilled laborers to scientists, engineers, and healthcare professionals. The reason for such a wide appeal is that Joe's work today parallels a proven model that masters have used successfully with their students for centuries. The idea for the model is simple once we have a direct experience of a greater potential. It frees us to embrace that potential in our everyday lives. The book you hold in your hands, Becoming Supernatural, is the first of its kind manual that does precisely this. It leads us on a step by step journey to achieving our greatest potential in body, health, relationships, and life purpose, and allows us to make that journey at our own pace. It was in the walls of a cave on the Tibetan plateau that I saw for myself how the same model was used by one of the great yogic masters of the past to free these students of their own limited beliefs. The legacy of these teachings remains today, preserved in the native rock that provided both the home and the classroom for the master 8 centuries ago. In the spring of 1998, I facilitated a group pilgrimage into the highlands of western Tibet. Our route led us directly to the remote cave of the 11th century poet, mystic, and yogi Puget Sum Milarepa, known in his day simply as Milarepa. I first learned about the legendary yogi while I was a student of a Sikh mystic that became my yoga teacher in the 1980s. For years, I studied the mystery surrounding Milarepa's life, how he had come from a privileged family yet chose to renounce his worldly possessions, the brutal and tragic circumstances of losing his family and loved ones to mass violence, and how his revenge and subsequent suffering led to this retreat high in the Himalayan mountains, where he discovered his extraordinary potential as a devoted yogi. I wanted to see for myself the place where Milarepa breached the laws of physics to demonstrate to himself and to his students um, that we are confined in our lives only by the limits of our own beliefs. 19 days into my journey, I had the opportunity to do just that. After acclimating to single-digit humidity and elevations of more than 15,000 feet above sea level, I found myself precisely at the place where Milarepa stood before his students 800 years before. With my face only inches away from the cave's wall, I was staring squarely into the unsolved mystery that modern scientists have never been able to explain or duplicate. It was in his exact place that Milarepa first placed his open hand against the rock at about shoulder level, and then continued to push his hand further into the wall in front of him as stone if the stone did not exist. When he did so, the rock beneath his palm became soft and malleable, giving way to the pressure of his push. The result was a perfect impression of the yogi's hand, left in the rock. For his students then and throughout the centuries to see, scanning our lights across the walls and ceiling of the cave, we could see even more hand impressions, making it clear that Milarepa had offered his this demonstration on more than one occasion. As I opened my palm and pushed into the impression, I could feel my fingers cradled in the form of the yogis precisely in the position that his hand had assumed 8 centuries earlier. The fit was so perfect that any doubt I had about the authenticity of the handprint quickly disappeared. It was a feeling that was both humbling and inspiring at the same time. Immediately my thoughts turned to the man himself. I wanted to know what was happening to him when he engaged the rock. What was he thinking? Perhaps more importantly, what was he feeling? How did he defy the physical laws that tell us the hand and the rock can't occupy the same place at the same time? As if he was reading my mind, my Tibetan guide answered my questions before I even asked him. The geishas, great teacher, meditation teaches that he is part of the world, not separate from it. The rock cannot contain him. To the Geshe, this cave represents a place of experience rather than a barrier of limitation. In this place, he is free and can move as if the rock does not exist. My guide's words made perfect sense when Milarepa's students saw their teacher accomplish something that traditional beliefs said was not possible. They were faced with the same dilemma in their day that face each of us today. When we choose to free ourselves from our own limiting beliefs. The dilemma is this: the thinking that was embraced by the family, friends, and society of the students, they thought of the world in terms of limits and boundaries. This included the belief that a cave wall is a barrier to the flesh of a human body. As Milarepa pushed his hand into the rock, however, his students were shown that there are no exceptions to such laws. The irony is that both ways of seeing the world are absolutely correct. Each depends upon the way we choose to think of ourselves in a given moment. As I pressed my hand into the impression that the yogi left for his students long ago, I asked myself, are we confined into our lives today by the same limiting beliefs that Milarepa's students experienced in their day? And if so, how do we awaken the power to transcend our own limiting beliefs? I found that when something is true in life, that truth shows up in many ways. For this reason, it comes as no surprise that the scientific documentation from Joe's classroom discoveries leads to the same conclusion that Milarepa and mystics throughout the centuries arrived at in the past, that the universe is as it is, our bodies are as they are, and the circumstances of our lives exist as they do because of consciousness itself and the way we think of ourselves in our world. I've shared the story of Milarepa to illustrate this seemingly universal principle. Uh, what time we are doing that? Let me see how much time we're doing. How many minutes? Let me see how many minutes. Ooh, we've been reading too many times. Okay, so the reading is over. We're gonna come back to the reading tomorrow because I have to do my own songs and talk about many other things yet. Okay, we're gonna leave that music. It's nice, or we're gonna take it out. We're gonna take that. So yeah, I like it. I do it for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone in special. I'm just doing it for myself. Okay. So I'm gonna show you my website of music rehearsal therapy. This is gonna be okay. Okay, this is the music rehearsal therapy. You can find it in terapiamusical.cat or just use the comments of this video to contact me and we can do something together. Now, what we are doing with this music rehearsal therapy that you can see, is that we are working with health centers, and we do it presentially. And what we're going to do with this new group on YouTube is that we are going to do it entirely online. Okay, so what we are, it's kind of a collaboration, really, because it's kind of a collaboration. It's like, let's sing together. This is what we have to do. This is much better, I think. Tongue. Been a long day out of my friend. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's come a long day since I began. Oh, I tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Oh, oh, so, oh, we're about to finish. It went by super fast. I enjoy so much doing that. So, okay, we did the first part. The first part was the free music, becoming supernatural. We read more than half an hour of becoming supernatural. I did some originals at the beginning, I think. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna end up with the originals. We talked about the music rehearsal therapy. It's very important that if you are interested in the group, if you want to become a singer, if you want to become a singer and participate in that uh, touring group, let me know that you are interested in the music rehearsal therapy or terapiamusical.cat, uh, because of course we start doing health centers in Barcelona, and we started this domain that it's located in this domain, because of course we're gonna work mainly in Barcelona. Here you have the domain on screen, and you can contact us through there directly, because we're gonna do newly, o sigui, um, a weekly newsletter with tips to how to become a better singer and how to be involved and having chances to go out gigging every week. So I wish you can participate with us. Um, we are starting the Discord community. The Music Rehearsal Therapy new group is going to work on Discord. Okay, I'm gonna explain the upcoming days. I'm gonna give the details of the Discord server for the inner group. You know, for the rehearsals and everything. So it is gonna be very nice. I'm having so much fun, guys. Sorry. I wish you enjoy it because I'm enjoying it so much that it's like unfair in a sense. Um, and that's it. There's 14 minutes to go, so I can do maybe one of my songs or maybe all of them. Here, nocebo programming. I'm gonna share the lyrics on screen. I don't know if some of you heard that song before. I dedicate it to Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's called Nocebo Programming. The labyrinth of time, you walk alone, bound by nocebo chain. You never know. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he holds the key, break the cycle, to set us free. Generations it's been passed along. This harmful programming so strong. We can change our destiny. Focus on what we want to be. Sorry. Oh, the sea we fast. It pulls us down, but with open love, we'll wear the crown. In the depth of our souls, we find the strength to be brighter faith, to go to land, to go to land, go to land. Land. Yeah, all those improvements that we are learning from Joe Dispenza teachings are great for me. You already heard the song "Believe." This is a song on the very important part of believing in yourself. You have to believe. You have to believe. I decided long ago trust yourself, to trust myself, even though I'm not always right. I'll always stand up after I fall. Someone said once luck is when chance meet with preparation. Only thing I know for sure, I believe in me. I believe in me. I'm the one that never quits. I'm the one who will never quit. God, still believe in me. Still believe in me. 'Cause I am the one that never quit. I am the one who will never quit. 'Cause I believe in me. So this is a song that I'm starting to like. But now what we're gonna do to finish the session is to let's see our numbers. We are about very close to the uh, to get to the 13,000 subscribers. I'm super excited. This is it. Share this instead. And I'm gonna show that because I'm super grateful and excited. I know that uh, we are a very diverse community. I'm a very diverse individual. Sorry about that. I do my best to keep improving, but this is like 2,963 members of the Darris family. Oh, thank you very much. I'm having so much fun. There's 8 minutes left to finish. I'm gonna be very consistent in my. It's my thing. I mean, I'm gonna do my thing all the way up, all the way up. So I'm super excited to be about to be 13,000 people. We're gonna share the MotoGP this weekend. I have to say something about the MotoGP also. Look, our friend Pedro Acosta. This is about to happen. Uh, one MotoGP starts in less than 48 hours. This is a big news. I'm super excited about that. We're gonna share things, believe me. And let me put it well. MotoGP is about to start. 2024. 2024. I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited that the best show on earth on the best show on earth is something absolutely phenomenal. Believe me, I'm super. I mean, I don't know if you like MotoGP because there's some people that know me through the mindfulness thing, and there's some people who know me for the music, and I love MotoGP. It's fantastic, believe me. I I enjoy it so much that I want to share it. I want to share it. So it's less than 5 minutes to go. So what happens in MotoGP? MotoGP, what I would say, my favorites. I'm gonna say my favorites here. My my predictions for MotoGP 2024. Mark Marquez is the 2024 champion. This is my prediction. And I wish we can share it. Just let me know if we can connect through that. I'm looking for my community, pure community, not because, oh, whatever. No, no, no. I'm going to be doing that daily stream every day, and I'm doing it for you, my love, for you. Um, so I'm going to change that like this. So I'm gonna do it for you. Thank you very much, really, for believing in me and for being there supporting me. Thank you very much, really. So, less than 3 minutes to go. I'm not forgetting anything. Just remember the Discord thing that we, the Discord thing that we are preparing to do together for the music rehearsal therapy group, and nothing more. I wait for you tomorrow. Tomorrow, MotoGP, it starts the press conference. The press conference means there's no racing, no testing, just press conferences. But on Friday, we're gonna do the real thing. So thank you very much for being there. I'm gonna be very strict on the hours. Remember, 11 a.m. Europe Central Time every morning. And we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show you one last thing that I want to media. I want to images and videos. I want to upload. Okay, I have to do it for tomorrow. It's too much. We have this new logo on the right hand side. It's nice. I like it. I like it. It's not too, we'll see. And thank you very much again. I'm gonna prepare a survey for tomorrow, and we're gonna be so consistent that the market is gonna realize us. They're gonna see us at the end, and I don't want to see us without my community. So my community have to come. If not, I'm not gonna chase. I'm not gonna change. I'm just gonna be super consistent, and I think I'm giving value. In these sessions, you learn how to sing better, you learn how to meditate, you read good books, and you enjoy music. So I think I'm giving value, and I'm sure that there are gonna be some people in the world that are gonna identify that value, and is going to be part of my family. So if it is you, please let me know in the comments. Push the belly buttons, the likes. It's totally free, and you help me a lot. Thank you very much. I wish that maybe this weekend we can celebrate 13,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's amazing. Thank you very much for all what you do and for being here. So now it's time to finish. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Please subscribe. Please leave your comments. and let me your suggestions. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.